Hello everyone and welcome to another video on how to implement Daggerheart into Roll20. This is a showcase of a new API that I have built that will help you with environments, and also to showcase the update to the Adversary Builder API in a previous video, which I will put a link to. So what these APIs do is I'm just going to delete their respective buttons in my list here, just so you can see me doing this in real time. Let's say we'll delete this as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do upon installing this API into your sandbox, you are going to want to type in environment setup. That will then create the environment manager buttons for you. And you're also going to want to create the adversary buttons. So you'll see here that I now have, again, adversary manager, and I also have environment manager. Now, when I click the adversary manager, I can make a new adversary, or I can build from a template that I have filled out. So if I create new adversary, it will create here an adversary template showing to me all of the information that I want to put in here. So let's call this Big Bad Dave. Let's just Control C this name. And we want to make it here. Then for HP, let's say he has 30. For his stress, he's a stressful guy. Let's say he has 15. For his input thresholds, we'll say 10 and 20. And he's a tough guy, so I'll put 18. His experiences. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I need coffee. And then that value, let's say 4. And let's see here, we'll put a name for another experience equals narcoleptic. And I don't know how that would tie into an actual encounter, but we'll give that a 5. Let's say he has an attack, which is Pillow Slam. He has an attack bonus of 9. Let's say here, so this has to be a dice string. Let's say it's 2d8 plus 10. Let's say that the damage type is magical for some reason, and that the range is very close. He will have a feature called Coffee Breath. And the effect of that is any creature that starts its turn within, let's capitalize this, very low crane marks to stress. Then let's say his other one is Sleepy Eyes. No, let's call this Yawn. Mark 1 stress for each target of this ability, each target must succeed a presence reaction roll. Let's say, what is this difficult? 18? Yeah. Presence reaction roll 18, or fall prone and become temporarily vulnerable. Save. So his information's done. That's an adversary all built out. And then what I want to do here is I build. I type in that I am creating Big Bad Dave. Here we go. Adversary is created. Big Bad Dave token appears in my journal. So he has his coffee breath. He has his experiences. He has his pillow slam. I can set his bars, so all of his effective information is there. That does need to... For some reason it's cut out the 0, so just be mindful of that. Hopefully I'll update that before you run into that problem yourself. His difficulty is here as well on his tooltip, so if I want people to see that, again, I've got my tooltip on. This does require token mod to have the tooltip on feature there, but that is Big Bad Dave. And then if I want to, I can create a new adversary, and I can do that as many times as I want with this template. So you don't even need to worry about copying over the handout, making sure that it is all correct. The API does that all for you. So I'm going to delete Big Bad Dave. The group's not quite ready to fight him just yet. Now, the second one that we made was the Environment Manager. So the Environment Manager is very similar to the Adversary Manager. So you can create a new environment. So I can create a new environment here. Again, with a template. So let's call this... Spice Den. I'll say it's a tier 2. Exotic aromas exude from this place, all in an attempt to distract you from the danger in the dark. Let's say impulses. Do you spice? Sandkeg ale. And last but not least, let's just call that Sandkeg ale sales. And yeah, we can get rid of that experience, and then there we are. Now be mindful of, if you want to add more features, attacks, impulses, adversaries, any of that information within one section of these templates, you do need to put a comma before you put another one in. Your last one, before you go to your next part of the handout, cannot have a comma at the end of that line. So let's call Adversary 1 Scanlan. Adversary 2 Grog. Keylif. Features 1. Let's just call this 1111. Let's speed this up a little bit here. I do need to show you something as well. So spend 8 fear. Feature 2. 2. Gain 8 fear. Save. Now within the build environment, I just built this. Oh, it's still labeled as new environment. This needs to be labeled as Spice then. Save. So Spice then is ready. Got all of my actions ready. So I've got my environment info here. So I've got it's tier 2. I didn't put a difficulty in. I missed that field. So that's okay. So we'll show you just an empty or the text that is waiting for your input. And then we've got do spice, sandcake, ale sales, and adversary Scanlan, grog, and keyleth. Then we have our description. Exotic aromas exude from this place, all in an attempt to distract from the danger in the dark. Now, what has been built into this, and hopefully if it works, is that it will recognize when you have said in any environment description, spend or gain fear. And if you have my Fear Manager API also installed or active, you will then have your fear automatically adjusted. You can see here, I've spent 8 fear, and now I have it reduced. Now I've gained fear. This can be in any section of information. So if I, for instance, let's say I delete this version, I go back to here, and I go do this API is great. And then I go over here, tra la 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 la. I love fear. Then if I build this again, why has it done that? Because I'm clicking the adversary. I'm silly. So no matter what you're putting before or after, it does check for spending and gaining fear. So I will be adjusting the Google Drive with the Adversary Builder API so it reflects the new changes, and I will also put a an update to the video or the previous video as well for our newcomers. I hope this video was useful to some of you. Happy gaming, and we'll see you next time.